Hey, today I'm going to be showing you a brand new strength and faith build within Elden Ring's patch 1.09. We are first going to arrive over here at Swamp of Aeon. You will want to head forward and locate this knight right here. If you take out this knight, there is a chance that it will potentially drop the scythe that I am wielding, which is going to be the Halo Scythe. You will want to upgrade this about to level 6. Yeah, you can definitely keep it low because it's definitely good even when it's not leveled up. We are going to head over here towards the prayer room, and there's going to be an enemy located right outside. If you take out both of them, there is a chance that they will drop their helmet, and what's great about this helmet is that it will increase your faith. So I definitely recommend that you guys take these guys out and try to farm them for the chance for that helmet to drop. If it does not drop, just simply go back towards the Lost Grace, and you can then exit out and rinse and repeat. Farm it until the helmet does drop. What does the helmet look like? It looks just like this. This will be the Halo Tree helm. Once you do have this, we can then move on towards the Talismans. The Talismans are going to be quite easy to acquire, and I'll explain the last one, which can be kind of lengthy, yet it's definitely worth picking up. If we head towards the Limgrave and then head towards the south, eventually you will make your way towards a broken down structure with someone sitting at the top there. The only way to get this fella down is if you head over here towards the church, which is right at the beginning of the game. Obviously, all of you should know about this one, so there's no need for me to show on the map. Yet you'll choose the second option or the third option there, talking about blade and whatnot, and you will be able to use the emote, the snapping fingers. This will then send Blade down, you can interact with him, and we can then move on towards the next step. In order to proceed on towards his quest, we need to head over here towards Limgrave and locate this bottom portion here on the map. We are going to head towards the south. Once we have, you can interact with the plate, and then you'll be sent into a different room, which of course is just essentially the same map, just a little bit darker, and you're kind of boxed in, or domed in, I guess. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to go ahead and interact with the summon. Let's summon him down, and then we'll take out the NPC that's in this location. Once the enemy has been defeated, you will be rewarded with a somber smithing stone. Go ahead and exhaust the dialogue until you're fully through with it, and we can then head over towards the Lost Grace known as the Road to the Manor. Once you have arrived, you can then interact with the Smithy Master. There will be a few options here. We want to choose Talk. After that, choose the third option there, and then we can choose Purchase, and we're going to go down towards the fifth option here, and make sure that we purchase the crest. The second talisman can be located over here towards the Smoldering Church, and you're going to exit out, or if you're approaching from the opposite direction from where I'm looking at, then you're going to see the invader right here at the top. Now the fact is that I'm spawning from within the church and I have to exit out. I'm going to have to go down a bit so that this will then trigger the invader. For example, like so. If I wait here for just a second, we can see that I'm going to be invaded. Let's take out this invader. Now that we have defeated the invader, you can tell that we have received the Sacred Scorpion Charm. The third talisman can be located over here at Stillwater Cave, and I have to be honest, this is probably one of the best talismans that you can grab early game, and I definitely recommend that you pick it up if you have just started. We're going to follow the sides here within the cave, go past the enemies, take a left, go past this fella here. Watch out for the stuff that they throw at you, it can be deadly. And then we're going to continue towards the east. There is the poison pool. It will not affect you too much until you become fully engulfed into it, and yeah, it's just not fun from there. Now within this large room there will be a boss, and once you have defeated the enemy you will be rewarded with the winged sworded insignia. And last but not least, we are going to talk about the fourth talisman over here towards the Saints Bridge. If you head towards the west here, you should be hearing some sort of fella talking about, you know, how he's stuck. And you might be fully aware of this quest if you've done it before, and if not, I'm gonna sort of guide you through all of it. What we're gonna do here is smack him in the back after we've talked to him, and then we will be rewarded with an emote. Talk to him, exhaust the dialogue, and then you can find him again later on. But first we need to head over here towards the Three Sisters and go towards the middle tower. Do not go to the one that's straight ahead because that one's going to be locked. The one on the left is the one that you need to go to. You will then want to go to the very top of this tower, talk to Ranny, and she will go through a bunch of dialogue here. You will want to choose the top option, and then from there we're going to head back towards the Smithy Master from earlier. We are going to chat it up with him and choose the option there that says Nokron. We are now going to head back towards the Lost Grace where we just talked to the wolf a few minutes ago, and instead we're going to take the left side here and head towards the east. You should locate this dome building here, go inside, take the lift all the way down, and once you have done so, you can then hop on top of your mount and follow exactly where I do, because honestly there's really no way you can miss it, but it's a straightforward path, honestly. And you're going to find another lift that you can take up, and guess what? We're going to hop back on top of our mount. The reason for this is because we're going to locate the same exact wolf that we just talked to earlier, which is Blythe. So in order to locate him, we need to head towards the east. Let's hop on top of our mount again, and we're going to locate him right here on the map. You can progress forward towards the east like I've mentioned, and you should see him in the distance. We are going to simply exhaust the dialogue, so click through everything until it eventually repeats the same thing. We can then head over towards the Three Sisters. This time we're going to go towards the third tower on the left, not the one in the middle because that'd be Ranny. And let's go ahead and get there. Now that we're here, we're going to talk to him, and he's going to tell us something about Nokron, and I'm just not going to reveal too much here just in case some of you do not want any spoilers of anything, so I'll just leave that all out. Eventually, you will receive the Scholar's introduction. We're going to head over here towards the Waypoint Ruins. There will be enemies here. Honestly, you do not need to worry about them because for the most part, they're really weak in my opinion. They're not going to cause any harm to you as long as you do not trap yourself within their poison. That can become pretty crucial on yourself, especially the bigger one there. Can be sometimes a pain if you're on New Game Plus. But yeah, we're going to go down here and we're going to go straight forward. There will be a boss here, and after you've defeated, you can then interact with this lady. And once we've interacted with Selin, we can then go towards the second option. The next location that we are going to travel towards is a Lost Grace known as Chamber outside of the Plaza. You will see Alexander on the left side. Interact with him and then go to the top. And we're going to interact with Jaren. This will then start up the festival. You will need to defeat Rodan. And then from there, you will have to talk to Alexander towards the end. That is near the Lost Grace. We of course will exhaust the dialogue with him and head over here towards the Artist Shack. We can then head towards the east because we're of course are going to locate Alexander again, and this time it's not what you expect because he then trapped himself somehow in the ground. I'm not sure if he's ground slamming or whatnot, but yeah, the dude, yeah, he's stuck. So if we head towards the east, you should see him here. Northeast, and what we're going to see is him stuck. The only way to get him out of this position that he's trapped himself within is we're going to have to use some oil. So make sure that you have some oil pots, interact with him, and tell him that you are going to agree, you're going to help him out. So throw the oil pot at him and smack him from the back several times. This should loosen him up, and he should be popped right on out. You will want to exhaust the dialogue all the way. This way we know where we need to head next. The next location we need to travel to is going to be Seathwater Lost Grace. We could then exit out and then head towards the west. Let's make our way towards that general direction. Eventually we will then go towards the southwest. There are a few enemies in this location, yet you can dodge a lot of them, so it's not going to be a struggle for you at all. Continue towards the southwest. You will see that there's going to be a huge boss, and once you've defeated this dragon, you can then interact with him, and I'm sure You could probably interact with him while the boss is going all crazy. I'm not too sure how this will affect the actual NPC or Alexander. I'm not sure if it'll take him out. I would suggest taking out the boss first, interact with him, exhaust the dialogue all the way, and we are going to then head towards the mountaintops. We eventually need to make our way towards the fire giant, yet first we need to summon down Alexander. Once we've done that, you can then head towards the top, interact with the Lost Grace, do everything that you can to progress through the story, and eventually you will be here at the crumbling Farum Azula. We're going to make a 180 and head towards the bottom left here. So before you follow along, make sure that you do have 2 stone sword keys, because if you do not have them, you will not be able to go past the gray mist door that we are going to be able to go past, which is right here. Let's interact with the statue, use the 2 stone sword keys, take the lift all the way up, and then from there, we're going to locate Alexander on the top right. And now this will be the last part of the quest. We are here at the top. Just take a left and then follow it all the way around and basically make your way up towards the destroyed objects or destroyed structures. And you should see Alexander at the top there. You will interact with him. And yeah, unfortunately, you're going to have to battle him. I'm not going to spoil any dialogue or anything like that. So if you're new to this exact quest, if so, then enjoy it, because this is an amazing quest right here. Once defeated, you will be rewarded with Shard of Alexander, and that's the last talisman. Let's now add everything together towards this build. Of course, we want to make sure we have the Halo Scythe, and we can have this at +6. You do not need a left armament, but you can use it if you choose to. We're going to head towards the head here, and we're going to choose the Hello Tree Helm. This specific helmet will raise your faith, and you can then apply whatever armor you want. Let's go towards our first talisman and use the Winged Sword Insignia. This will raise our attack power with every successful attack. The second talisman will be the Shard of Alexander, and this will boost the attack power of skills, which is definitely useful. If you like Alexander's other talisman, all you have to do is simply attack him at the very start of the game. This way you do not need to do his quest at all, and on top of this you will be able to have a talisman that is pretty good. Now the difference is you will not have the best version of it. Moving on towards the third talisman, this will be the Sacred Scorpion Charm, and this is going to raise your holy attack, although it will lower the damage negation. And last but not least, we're going to use the Crest, and this is going to lower the FP that's consumed when we use our skill. And that one is absolutely amazing. Now that we have that, you can literally apply these stats and you can do exactly what I've done in this video. And man, it's not just the Ashes of War that's powerful. The normal attacks are amazing as well, and it does a lot of damage. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, turn the notification on when you click the bell. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. I will try to answer them within the first hour or 2. And other than that, thank you to everyone that is currently subscribed and is a member. I appreciate you guys to the bottom of my heart, and have a great day out there. And yeah, other than that, I will see you all in the next video.